I'm Todd Anderson.
Braun-Duin.
And you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com.
Yeah, you are.
Alright, so we're here for a Versus video. I'm going to be playing my Abzan Hydra deck. We did a deck tech. Check that out up top.
Yep.
Brian, what are you playing?
I am playing Martin Yuza's Green-Red Dragons deck that he top-aided GP London with. And I think the deck's still really well positioned. Obviously, due to time travel, that may not be the case anymore by the time this video actually comes out. But we're recording this before the Invitational, and I think that this is actually a really good choice for that tournament that was in the past. But Standard shifts so much that who knows how it'll be going forward. But for now, I think that this is actually one of the best decks in the format. So I wanted to give it a shot and see how it stacks up against this deck. And I think Abzan versus Green Red's actually a really interesting and fun matchup. Anyway, I think it's really close, and there's a lot of play to both sides. So hopefully we'll be able to have a good match with it.
Yep, and like I said, I'm going to be playing the Abzan Hydra deck that we did a deck tech on. I also don't know if this deck is going to be good moving forward, but it's certainly sweet. Right now, the format is very heavily biased towards damage-based removal and Dramoka's command. And I think the Gather Courage is just gigantic against those types of strategies. Similarly, Mana Gorge Hydra can just get too big, too fast, and too out of control, especially alongside Gather Courage, because usually when they're casting a spell to try to kill it, a Gather Courage will turn into a 5/5 until the end of turn, and it usually survives most things. Now, sometimes your opponent does go Searing Blood into Lightning Strike on their turn 4 on the play, and yes, that will kill your Hydra, and you'll take 3 damage, and you lose your 2 cards, but they also spent their entire turn trying to kill your 1 guy that costs 3 mana and a free spell. So, I mean, it's a reasonable trade-off. Then you just untap and play a 2/2 Hangerback Walker and hope that's good enough.
And it usually is.
Yeah, usually is. But, yeah, that's the matchup we're going to be playing today. Let's go ahead and get to the games and see who takes it down. All right, we're here to play the sevens game. So who goes first? First person to roll 7 loses. 9.
9.
4.
What you know about
5.
9?
6.
What you know about 7?
Ooh, that was close.
That was
8.
close.
All right.
Also close.
Man, can't do this all day? I guess so. Never get into the video! Yeah!
Lucky.
I want a die roll. Let's take a look at our 7. See how it is.
Take a look at your 7.
7! Alright, so just for clarity, we will be using the new Mulligan rule, which I assume they will be announcing within the next few weeks. Oh no, they've already said they're doing it at Battle for Zendikar.
Yep.
So we're gonna keep playtesting with it to see how we like it across all formats. But yeah, so we're on the play here. No need to mulligan. This hand is pretty good. I think we're gonna go tap land into tap land so that our curve on 3 is good, even though we have this 2-drop.
So I think that this is a hand that you keep because of these cards. But it is not an exciting one, so we'll see how it plays out.
All right, we'll start off with a Temple of Black-Green. We're gonna bottom a Sense Episode. Here we go.
Draw. All right, that was a good draw. We'll start with a scry, and I think I'm gonna bottom this against Temple of Melody. I think that's a very easy bottom. Here we go.
All right, that was a pretty good draw. We'll start off with the second scry. I actually don't mind hitting my 4th land drop here if it's a temple and because we drew this thing right here. So yeah, we're gonna keep it on top even though we just bottomed a coming to play tap land. We're gonna play a Warden. So go.
All right. I'm gonna draw, and all right, I'm gonna Wild Slash a Warden the first tree.
All right, I think it's worth it to protect it here with the Gather Courage.
Okay. I'll play Elvish Mystic. Here we go.
All right. I will attack for 1.
No blocks.
All right, no pumps.
Just 1.
I'm gonna fetch down to 19 as well and play an Anafenza. I could have saved my Gather Courage for the Anafenza herself, but I think it was better to tempo-wise to just make sure I have another big guy attacking next turn. Get to attack with 2 4/4s next turn. So.
All right, I'm just gonna play a Death Mist. And say go.
Alrighty. Well, hopefully be pretty good for next turn. We're gonna exile him with Abzan Charm. Attack, put a counter for 6, put you 13 to 19.
Yep.
And we'll finish off with a scry. Bottom another land. Here you go.
Alright, draw. Alright, so I'm at 13, you're at 19. Alright, I think while he can't cast Gather Courage, we're gonna roar that.
Sir, no reveal?
No reveal.
Ooh, thank God.
No attack.
18, 13?
Yep, go ahead.
Alright, we're going to play Hingerback Walker as a 1/1. And then we're going to put a counter on it and have an offensive fight here. And attack for 4.
Alright.
Shoot a 9.
Yep.
Play a scry. Bottom another land. Here we go. If my scries were interesting at all, I would be revealing them, but
That was a pretty brutal draw. Here we go.
yeah. Alright, let's go another Abzan Charm. Alright. We don't really want him to be able to reflip Death Mist, so I think we actually don't want to attack. Oh wait, no, it gets exiled. Oh, that's fine. Alright, yeah, sorry, declare attacks.
Sure.
Target this.
We'll just do this.
Sure. Damage,
Yep.
you take 3, that gets exiled.
Go to 6.
And say go.
Alright, so now this is where we hopefully start to run our way back. Huh. I'm at 6 right now.
Yep.
You're at 18.
Mm-hmm.
Attack you.
17 to 6.
Alright. Play a Morph and a Radical Mystic. Here you go.
Alrighty. I'm gonna count how many lands I bought. It's 1, 2. That was a lot. I think all 4 of these, but one kept a land actually, but jeez. Alright. I guess I just hold back my guy and that just holds off like his entire team. I have 2 lands on the bottom, so I don't want to play the Windswept Heath. I'll just say go.
Good. Untap and draw. Alright, I guess we will
Attack with everybody.
I'm gonna unmorph Den Protector.
Oh jeez.
Get back Rebel Master.
Alright.
It's actually cast Rebel Master.
Okay.
And I think I definitely don't want to attack. I don't want to do anything that lets him get Thopters, because that's an easy way for me to lose. So I think I'll just send these 2.
I'll block 1.
Okay, so you take 1.
Yep. Go to 16.
And your go.
Alright. Enter, make counter.
Yep.
That was an interesting draw. Warden.
That's pretty good.
Level. Whatever. I think we have a thing somewhere that you can't really read, but we're just gonna make a 3/3 token, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give him lifelink or whatever.
So you're at 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you go.
Draw.
Has a good chance of dying from Chronic Roar or Roast, even Wild Slash, so I might not even block with this turn, just to, if I'm not going to die. We'll see what happens.
Alright. Goblin. 6 to 15. I think we can. I'll tackle everything except Rebel Master.
All right, this is a black Den Protector, and I'll take the rest.
All right, so you're gonna take
2, 4, 5.
Yep. You go to 10.
Yep. So if he had a 3 damage removal spell, he would 100% cast it. If he has a Wild Slash, I cannot afford to.
Go.
Okay. Well. 3. All right. Yeah, he didn't. If he held these two guys back, this is probably another Den Protector, because if he had he would have. Sorry, he could have gotten back Wild Slash. Well, I don't know. That might just be a Rattle Claw. I don't know. I don't think it matters too much. Just trying to overthink things. All right, put 5 counters on this.
Sure.
And attack for Bajillion.
Yeah, I'm dead. Did have a Wild Slash.
If it was a 3 damage spell, he would have obviously used it before attacking, because the threat of lifelink putting me way outside of death range is too huge. And him attacking with all those little guys gave me. I mean, he obviously had to attack with the goblins, right? But attacking with the mana guys, I think, was telling as well. But we want to try to play around as much stuff as possible, regardless, when we're not going to be dying on the swing.
All right, I'm gonna play this game, and this hand is really awkward, but I think I still keep it. So.
My hand's a little mana heavy, but I mean, it's definitely good. Like, these 3 cards are all powerful, so good enough.
All right, we'll start with the Scry, and this card's really good, but I'm gonna bottom it because I don't think I can afford to draw it right now.
All right, we're gonna just fetch a Force and say go. Just gonna save some time.
Okay. I'm just gonna play Radical Mystic and say go.
All right. Could be pretty bad for me, depending on what he does over the next few turns. Our play this turn is probably just going to be Hanger Back, unless we draw a Lion. We might just cast Lion. All right. Here we go.
Good. All right, I think I just play Thunderbreak. Here we go.
It's pretty good. Take 1.
19?
18, I have fetch.
Okay, 18.
And Defensa and say go.
Alright. Draw. That's good. That's pretty fresh.
Guessing it's not so fresh.
Alright. We'll attack.
Okay, crack for 4. I'm at 14.
And Wild Slash Hanger Back.
I'm actually okay with that. Alright.
Play Death Mist Raptor. Here we go.
Okay. Interesting. Alright. Nice little race. That's all this. I go to 13.
Okay.
Smash you for 6.
14.
This. Bottom a land. So you go.
I don't know if you can race my hand. Ooh, that's actually a good draw. I was joking, but I drew a Rabble Master, so.
Oh, man.
And I'm just gonna swing for 5.
Alright. So I go to 8.
And then I'm gonna play Elvish Mystic. Here we go.
Alright. Holy free holies. One draw. Spells. Any spell? Alright, attack. Not too bad. May hold back this. Maybe I don't attack at all.
Okay, I'm gonna block Anafonso.
4 damage. This is gonna fight Rebel and put a counter on the Thopter.
Okay, so I take 4. I go to 10.
Just yes, 4. Sorry. And I'll say go.
Alright, draw. Alright, 8.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm at 10. Cast Elvish Mystic.
Okay.
And attack these 2.
Yeah, take 5. That's 3.
Yep. And then I'm gonna play these 2. Go.
All right. Have basically no outs, I don't think.
So the reason I
I do have an out.
is it Storm? No, Warden.
Oh no, I don't have enough to pump him twice. Oh no. Okay. I think I'm just dead. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. I guess. Alright, we're gonna play him. See if we hold everything back. We have 3 blockers. These 3 attack. I guess he can't really afford to play around a removal spell anyway, so yeah, go. I really hate that I can't blow something because I already said I was dead, but unless I'm just slow rolling, yeah.
I mean, you might be.
That would be such a scummy thing to do. I'm definitely not. So
yeah, I mean, I'm not beating. I mean, I'm not gonna beat you pumping and killing me with Warden, so
yeah,
I'm gonna attack with everything.
You
You have it, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need one less. I don't think I missed a land drop, right? I just
No,
I was
you
just
didn't.
one short on this guy being able to make him into lifelinker.
When I was like, I don't know if you can race my hand. My hand at the time was just 3 Elvish Mystics. Because I had Temple of Abandon. That's my green source.
So I think I messed up that game actually, and there's something we can talk about real quick. So
Sure.
On turn 3, I could have Gather Courage my Hairback Walker with the Wild Slash.
Yeah.
And then a turn or 2 later, just pumped it enough so that I could fight with Dromoka's Command and kill your Thunderbreak. But at that point, I would be at 10, but I would have had more than enough guys to combat your 2/1s and 1/1s.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that your hand was just mono Elvish Mystic or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
ended up being relevant, but I don't know. I didn't actually want to fight the Thunderbreak Regent because that would deal me 3 extra damage, and I was going to be able to do it for at least 1 more turn. So, all right, let's do some sideboarding. All right, so I'll start. Hangback Walker it's not that bad in this matchup. I think it's just the worst creature in this matchup because we don't really want to attack with it ever, and it doesn't block his creatures that actually matter. The Thunderbreak Regents, the Stormbreath Dragons, and on top of that, in order for me to make Hangerback into a bunch of Thopters, we have to draw it alongside Dromoka's Command and not want to use that Dromoka's Command at any other point in the game besides using this to fight something. So for those reasons, we're cutting it, but I've been playing against this matchup enough with the deck to really grasp the how good or bad this card is. I'm sure playing a little more will give me a better understanding of that. But Elspeth is phenomenal in this matchup, either by gumming up the board against Deathmist Raptors and such, or just taking down and killing Thunderbreak Regents and Stormbreaths. Third ultimate price is solid, and then God's Willing, I'm not sure if this card is great in the matchup, but being able to protect Mana Gorge or Hydra from Roast I think is pretty huge, so we're going to try to do that.
Alright, well I'm going to cut Rabbles and Wild Slash. Wild Slash is an easy cut because it doesn't really kill that much. Mm-hmm. And I'm cutting Goblin Rabblemaster for sure on the draw in this matchup because it just gets invalidated so easily. And I want Roast to kill his guys. And I'm bringing in 1 Rending Volley for Fleece Mane and Anafenza, because I think Anafenza is by far the hardest creature for me to beat out of that deck because of how it interacts with Death Mist and things like that. So we're gonna bring this in and see how that goes. But when I'm on the play, I might board differently as well. So
Sure.
I'll probably re-go back to the board if I end up being on the play for any of these games.
All right, I'm on the play here for game 3, and my hand looks pretty nice. We obviously want to hit a 2-drop here off of our temple, but this curve ain't so bad.
This hand's pretty good. I'm definitely keeping this.
All right, we'll play temple. Well, 4-drop ain't so bad either. Especially this one. All right, go.
All right. And this is not the first time we've seen Elvish Mystic, but it's the first time we've played on turn 1.
Yeah, we've seen a bunch of them, just not on turn 1. Go.
All right.
Go ahead and save some
I
time.
really wish I had a Rabble Master here, but it's a Death Mist.
All right.
Although he'd probably pay the price.
Yeah.
No, you probably would. You might have just priced my Mystic if you had it.
I think I probably would have. Just slowing you down a bunch is great.
Yep.
Any draw from a Mystic deck that starts with Eternal and Mystic is pretty tough for any other green deck to beat without a lot of work. Play a Hydra and say go.
Alright, so 19 apiece.
Yep.
Alright, we're going to roast your Mana Gorger Hydra.
Trigger gets counter. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, even a Gather Courage is unable to save that.
Yeah, that's the one downside
Scry,
of Roast, or playing against Roast with Mana Gorger. I really want to see how this card works, and you just freaking roast it instead of Draconic Roaring it or whatever. So.
Go.
All right, so 15, 19.
Yep.
All right.
14.
Let's go play Fleece Man.
Just get another Plants.
I think so. But I'll say go. So I'm at 14.
Yep. Alright. And I don't know what the right play is, but it's probably just playing a dragon and attacking with my 2 creatures.
Yeah. We'll just. Oh, you're tapping that for mana.
Yeah, this is mana. Yeah.
I think we actually have to trade here, which is gross. But yeah, we'll trade.
Okay, so you take 4 down to 10?
Yeah.
Here we go. SBD is NBD.
Scry bottom. Play a Sorin, make a jump in Tom Ross, and hope we don't die. Go.
Well, Chumpin' Tom Ross. Draw. Get 3 cards in hand. Okay.
Love an ultimate price right about now. Right about ever.
Interesting. I wish this was a. Wish this was a different one. So you're at 10.
True.
Alright, let's start with a scry. That's probably the smartest thing we can do. We're doing that regardless of what our play is. So, alright, so we see this on top. What does that mean?
Means it's a Den Protector and you're staring at that Death Wish Raptor. I'm probably really dead. Could be a Rattle Claw, I suppose. But.
Alright, so I think I actually want this. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong if 3 cards are in. Alright, I'm gonna keep that on top and that mana being a giant mistake. So I have a bit of an interesting play. So we're gonna Crater's Clause this for 0.
For 2. Yeah.
Paying 0 for 2. I'm gonna attack you with the dragon and Sorin with Elvish Mystic.
Okay.
And then I am going to play a Morph.
Alright, I go 6.
Yep. Here we go. And that might be a mistake letting him keep his Sorin alive, but we'll see.
Alright, we're gonna play Elspeth. And instead of taking down a kill dragon, we actually just have to go tick up, I think. We may if this is a Den Protector, we die, but I think we die anyway. Like we tick down and then we lose both our planeswalkers, and I just don't think we can afford to do that. So we're just gonna cross fingers, hope it's whatever thing.
I'm pretty sure you're dead with this play.
I mean, only if this is Den Protector.
Well, you're dead to any morph that's not Deathmist Raptor. Because if this is Rattleclaw, I can Monstrous Dragon and kill you. And if it's Den Protector, I get back Claws and kill you.
And I guess if it's Deathmist, then well, okay. Well, if I go tick down, tick up, you just go. You know, this kills Sorin, this kills this, and I'm at 6, and my hand doesn't do anything.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just gonna do this and hope that it's a Deathmist, I guess.
Okay.
Probably dead. Dead.
Yeah, it is. It is a Rattleclaw Mystic. So,
Okay.
and I left a land on top too, which I had a reason for it because I could like Den Protector, flip, get back Claws, and kill you.
Mm-hmm.
But I can actually just
It's fine.
do this Monstrous and kill you. So.
Yeah, attacking the Sorin for 1 was really smart. But were you just like 1 short of being able to attack me for 4? Oh no, because I had a blocker.
You had a blocker, yeah. I could have killed you if you didn't block, but yeah.
All right, so for game 4, I'm going to go back to the 4 Hangerbacks main deck. I might switch out the Wardens for Hangerbacks on the draw, or maybe just make the switch when I'm on the draw. I think it was pretty dumb to not have Hangerback in my deck after game 1, simply because it gums up the ground against things like Deathmist Raptor, and then also buys me more time later against Stormbreath Dragon and Thunderbreak Regent. I don't know. It just feels wonky, but I think it's good.
I think you actually need Hanger. I don't know. Like, it's not a good card, but it might be a needed card.
Yeah. I think against the older versions that have like Sylvan Keratin and stuff, it's bad, but the ones that have like Rattleclaw and Rabble Master and Deathmist Raptor and stuff, I think it's good. All right, we're on the play here for game 4. We have a pretty solid curve here. We're basically just digging for any non-creature spell off of Temple of Malady to see where we're at after that. So.
All right, I had a mulligan to 6. My 7 was phenomenal, but just lacked a red source. And had a bunch of red cards. And then this 6 is really, really pretty loose. But I wouldn't say it's loose. It's definitely a keep, but it's not a hand I'm excited about in any way. But I do get to scry, and then this is what I see, and this is a card that I'm not excited about in any way. But it's not bad either. But I think I bottom it. I don't think it contributes anything to my game plan.
All right, scry, and it's another creature. We basically just want like Gather Courages, Drum Comms, Abzan Charms, I think. So
Go ahead.
even scry lands past turn 3 aren't so bad. All right, we'll go Plains into Fleecemane and hope he doesn't have Rending Volley on turn 1, because that would be bad.
All right, I don't have Rending Volley. And I'm not going to fetch because I already know the bottom card of my deck's one I don't want to draw. So
Sure.
we'll draw. It's not good. But I am just going to fetch a mountain and try to roar your guy.
No reveal.
No reveal.
That resolves.
And I'm done. I'm at 19.
Tilt. Alright. Let's hope this one don't die.
Alright. 19 all.
Yep, you're good.
Alright, play morph. Your turn.
Alright. Attack for 4.
15.
And we don't want to play something that just gets flip killed with Roar, I don't think. Or I guess maybe we do. Just has, if it's Den Protector, then whatever. If it's Rattleclaw, he's just going to play some guy, and I can't afford to fall too far behind, so yeah, sure.
Alright, tap and draw. Okay, that's a reasonable draw. We are going to flip Roar. And I'm going to reveal this time.
All right, trigger, but I don't have a gather to save it. We'll go to 16.
So you go to 16 and then 3 more.
Yeah,
you go to 13.
15.
Go ahead.
Hydra, Fleece Main, trigger, attack for 4, puts you to 11.
Yep.
Say go.
Draw. All right. You have 1 card.
Yep.
I'm at 11. Ugh. Okay. Play more from pass the turn. So that guy gets a counter.
Yeah. Just thinking. I don't feel like Brian would play around a oh man, what's it called? I don't really know what to do here. Alright, I guess I'll just attack with these.
Okay.
We'll target Hydra.
Okay. So there's no way for me to profitably block here, really. So the best I can do is just double block this Hydra.
Okay. So if it was Deathmas, he would have played a face up for sure. I kind of just want to pass and trade with both of his guys because that leaves me with the ability to Montrose this. And plus, if he flips up, if this is a Dim Protector, he'll flip it up before combat damage, get back Draconic Roar, and that'll change my play. But I guess if it's Rattleclaw, let's see. How many cards do you have in hand? Yeah, I know you have a
3.
Thunder Break.
Yep.
So it's almost 100% Dim Protector. So I guess if I just kill this, trigger this, yeah. Alright, yeah, we'll just ult-in price this. It leaves our line vulnerable potentially next turn, but I think with our current board state, that's actually fine.
Okay, I'll flip up and get back Roar.
Yep. Alright, so this is going to get a counter. This is a 5, this is a 2 toughness, so you're going to take 3, plus 7 is 10.
So I go to 1.
Yeah. Is there a way for me to kill you that way? I guess not.
I don't think so.
Alright, your go.
Alright, so we're at 1. We're going to need, like, specifically Rending Volley, probably. Actually, I'm probably still dead.
Next is Tramples.
Yeah, I'm just dead.
Yeah, once Mana Gorger becomes a 5/5 against a roast deck, it basically never dies. Has to be like a combo removal spell, but
all right, I'm on the play for game 5, and I'm gonna try bringing in Xen. Actually, I don't think I want all 3. I think I just want 2. I'm gonna try bringing in
I would
Xenagoses.
leave this in. I think that card's really good against me.
Yeah, I probably should leave that in. But I want to try a couple Xenagoses on the play and just play a more aggressive game. On the draw, I wanted to have a lot of removal and Den Protectors, where I could just try to like kill, play Den Protector, get back a kill spell. But on the play, I think that Xenagos actually is pretty good at pressuring that deck.
I also think that the mana from Xenagos might be huge because the way that this matchup has been playing out so far is that one of us can get like pretty far ahead on board, and then the other person just doesn't have enough mana to play out their hand to get back in the game.
Yep.
And if you're on the play with a Xenagos and like you get to untap with it with like 2 mana guys in play, the 2 mana from that could let you kill a guy on top of playing a dragon, and then just lock me out of the game basically. So.
Yeah. So we'll give it a shot and see how that plays out. All right, we're both on 6, and this hand is really greedy, but I'm gonna keep it in basically because of the mulligan rule.
Okay.
So
mine's pretty solid. I am very happy to get a scry though. So.
All right, we're gonna snap bottom that card.
All right, we have a a bounty of 2-drops already, so I think we just want to bottom this and try to find either extra lands to cast Abzan Charm, or just more weird stuff like Gather Courages and whatnot. So,
Alright, Mountain go.
there you go. I assume that means Brian don't have a forest. Lucky.
Scry. Bottom that, and you're up.
Alright, I'll take one and line you.
Alright, so you're at 19.
I ain't lying. You are.
Alright, come on. Tilt. Rattleclaw. Here we go.
Alright, this could bite us, but counter fight this. We don't have a land either, so
18 to 16. Alright.
Here we go.
Land here would be really phenomenal.
No.
Ask and he shall. I will roast plus Elvish Mystic. Go.
Pretty good. Cards in hand?
3.
Land taps, play another lion, go to 17 to 16, and
Yep.
say go.
Alright, so draw. Alright, Regent, your go.
Check.
So if I block, you probably just Abzan Charms, and that's bad for me, so no blocks.
Alright, take 3, we'll play an Affinza, taking 1, so 16 to 13.
Yep.
Say go. Try not to tap like this.
Alright, so draw. Let's see, draw. I don't think I can do anything with 1 mana up in terms of killing Thunderbreak, so I'm gonna Crater's Claws for 1, your Fleeceman Lion.
Okay.
And then I'm going to Rending Volley on Offensive.
Yeah, really needed that.
Send for
tonight.
5.
So I'm at 11.
And your go.
Obviously, check. Yeah, it's annoying. Alright, Abzan Charm this, I'll take 4 total from my land.
Alright, so you go to 12. Or wait, you go to 7? Wait, yeah, 7. Yep.
Go.
Alright. Untap.
Should have just
Draw.
freaking killed your dragon last turn and
Attack you.
I would have. Oh man.
I'm gonna fetch a forest and cast this, so I'm at 12.
Yeah. So bad. Whatever. He didn't play dragon last turn, so his last card ain't dragon, so I'll just price your Death Mist. Or play that. Go.
Alright, so 12 to 6, is that what you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. Play this game bad. I think I could have very easily won if I just killed his dragon instead of taking a smash from it and playing in Affinza. I was just being way too aggressive.
I'll play a Morph. Your turn.
Gotta. Wow. Why would he morph there instead of getting back his guy when he could just get destroyed by something? Alright, play this, play this. I'm gonna take 2 total.
So you're at 3?
Yeah.
I have Crater's Claws, my last card.
Yep.
Yeah, I morphed because I could get back this one.
No, I should have put 2 together. So
yeah,
because if it was either of the others, you would have held up the elf and then brought it back into turn. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I played that game real bad. Could have won probably if I just don't play an Affinza on turn 4. All right, so not the best showing for the Abzan Hydra deck. We got to see a couple of cool things. I didn't really get to see Mana Gorge or Hydra shine too much.
Yeah, it was good in game 4, but
yeah, but there was it would have been so phenomenal in game 3 if you didn't have the roast on turn 3.
Oh yeah.
Because I had the Gather Courage. I could have even waited a turn or maybe even 2 turns to play another spell to make it a 2, and then Gather Courage saves it from roast after that. But
yeah, it becomes a 6.
Yeah, but I didn't want to fall too far behind on the board that you were putting up. And I ended up losing that game anyway, and I don't know if a Hydra would have saved me. I think that was the one where you had like 10 elves in play or whatever. No, maybe that was game 2. I don't know. I misremember.
I think it was the one where I had Stormbreath Dragon and got to monstrous it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it. So not sure. I mean, Hydra could have potentially done some stuff, but your draw was really fast, and I think cast on 3 was probably still correct regardless. But yeah, didn't get to see Hydra shine too much. You know, the deck in general felt a little off, but it's been a little off the entire time I've been playing with it. I keep telling people that it's about 3 to 5 cards off main deck and 3 to 5 cards off from the sideboard, and I still think that that's true. I just haven't found the sweet spot yet, and I'm still working on that. And this is coming out Monday after the Invitational. I still have a few days left to test before the Invitational, so hopefully I'll find the sweet spot for the deck by then, but I'm definitely playing this. So.
Yeah, I mean, the deck does seem pretty sweet. I like the Gather Courage interaction with the rest of the creatures. Yeah, I mean, pretty much almost every deck can always use, like, a few cards here and there. Like, anytime I build a deck, I'm always off by, like, 5 to 10 cards, and it's really hard to figure out what that is. And a lot of times you don't know until after the tournament where you're like, this card was bad, but this card would have been so good.
Yeah.
And the tournaments that are awesome are the ones where you're like, I thought this card was going to be good, and it was. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to always have exactly the right build for a tournament, almost impossible.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely some changes I can make to this version to be better against green red dragons, and after playing this matchup now, I actually may go and do that. The 4th ultimate price would have helped a lot.
Yep.
It's possible that I also want to experiment a lot with how I sideboard in the matchup. I was actually thinking multiple times whether or not I should bring in a Ration Cleric, just because the 3 life buffer, you know, it can actually hold off your Rattle Claws and Elves from actually, you know, chumping me. Or not chumping, but like chipping away at me. And also can just buy me like that one crucial turn with the 3 life to be able to get back in the game. You know, buy me 1 turn so I can play the Elspeth. Buy me 1 turn so I don't die to Crater's Claws. But for the most part, uses Green Red Dragon's deck was really good for Grand Prix London. I still think it's really good today.
Yeah, I think the deck's really great. I'm not sure. I kind of am on the side of Brad where Brad and Yuza disagreed on Wild Slash versus Magma Spray. And I kind of think that Magma Spray is just better right now. I'm pretty sure that I would have won game 1 if I had Magma Spray, because I would have been able to spray like hangerbacks and things like that, and that like would have really turned that game around a lot. So I think that Spray might be a little bit better, but I can see playing either of them. But like the core of the deck's pretty straightforward, and I don't think you're going to change too much of the core of the deck. And I still think it's just a powerful deck. Yeah. Like, you get to play Elvish Mystic, which is easily one of the top 5 cards in Standard, which just give you these draws where you just are so far ahead so early and your opponent can never catch up. So I think the deck's really powerful. I think it's like a good choice, which is weird because it was bad for so long. But I think that green-red Devotion kind of shifting out of the metagame has helped it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's just kind of how Standard's been over the last 6 months, is that when one deck starts to rise to prominence, all the other decks kind of have to adjust. And sometimes one deck will just completely overshadow another one. Yeah. And Green Red Devotion was overshadowing the Green Red Dragons decks. And, you know, CVM is usually a huge fan of these Green Red Dragons decks, and he was just like, yeah, I can't play it. It's just so bad. But, you know, now that Green Devotion has been kind of getting pushed out by things like, or just, you know, people changing their decks to be a little bit better against Green Red Devotion. Also, I think Heroic being a little more popular is bad for Green Devotion, and there's a couple other factors too. But it's kind of fallen by the wayside. We didn't see a lot of it at the Pro Tour outside of the hands of y'all's team. Yeah. It didn't seem that great against like Blue Red Thopters or even Mono Red without like a ton of help.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So, you know, the fact that Green Red Devotion hasn't seen a lot of tension over the last few weeks, it means that the Green Red Dragon deck could make a significant comeback. And
yeah,
maybe it already did.
Also, we're seeing a lot of control decks on the decline too. I think a lot of the reason the deck stopped seeing play is where Draconic Roar was when Draconic Roar is a dead card against like some portion of the format, like Abzan controls. It's not dead, it's not great. Mm-hmm. Or like Esper Dragons or Blue Black or like all these other decks. That's when like this deck just kind of falls apart. But. Yeah. Right now, even the control decks are playing Jace a lot of times. So.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, that's all for me and the BBD this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And there should be a deck tech with this deck, it might look a little different because this is the prototype and the deck tech is the newer version. Which I know that's kind of weird, but that's how filming works, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. But thanks for watching the videos. Make sure to check out some more Versus videos later this week. Wednesday and Friday, we'll be playing Modern in preparation for the Star City Games Modern Open in Cincinnati.
Yep.
And that should be a good time. I believe the commentators are Cedric and Matthias Hunt.
I think it's Cedric and Matthias. Okay. I call him Matthias. So.
Oh, it's just Ced and Patty.
All right.
The dynamic duo. Yeah, so it should be a great time. Make sure to tune into that if you're not going to be able to join us at the event in Cincinnati. But for BBD, I'm Todd Anderson, and thanks for watching the Versus series.